of all the hard-working Jamaica Labour Party workers when they here. The party workers, them not in a phone league. We're in a big league, and I just want to salute from my own constituency, St. Catherine Northeastern. I'm here with my councillor, Corel Davis. I just want to salute all the hard-working Labour Party workers.
Them no in my league, no in my league. Them I put a little bit of money and we no reach somewhere. And that's them I lead, no in my league.
And before your MP comes, I want to take 2 speakers. I just going to give them 2 minutes each. But there's a lady who I love. There's a lady who I love to hear. And that's the vibrant councillor of the Maypen North Division, Councillor Tanya Lee Williams. I wouldn't feel good if you're not blessed the stage, Tanya.
Sanjay, oh, you not run nothing. Sanjay. Big up. Minister Charles, it's a good look. I say it's a good look. All the members of Parliament on the platform, big up to my mayor, Mayor Joel Williams. And guess what? We have somebody else in the house today, you know. But me I gonna make currency about it. Because the next person that will represent Central Clarendon is in the house. Ring up the bell, them! Ring out the bell, them! Better in the building! But let us talk some business now, people. Listen, I have never seen in my 49 years on this earth so much young people that do business. Don't you ever see that yet? Me never see it. Because guess what? It is this administration led by Dr. Andrew Holness that has caused persons to be able to get higher education, right? In free up skills up a heart trust. When I left high school and I wanted to go into hard trust, I had to fight to get in there. But no hard trust free, and people can get skill. My son went to VDTI a couple of years ago, and he left VDTI as a computer engineer. Because VDTI is doing so well, we have a lot of students now being graduated in the field of computer. How much I want to know that? But guess what? Hello, the Prime Minister is right here.
Let's welcome the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mr. Andrew Holness. Who was the champion? Andrew. Who was the big man? Andrew. Who
Labour right. Who ready? Let's welcome the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mr. Andrew Holness. Who was the champion? Andrew. Who was the big man? Andrew. Who run the island? Andrew. Who got the best plan? Andrew. Who had the champion? Andrew. Who was the big man? Andrew. Who run the island? Andrew. Who got
Labor rights. Labor rights. Labor rights. Party leader. Welcome to Southeastern Clarendon. And so, Prime Minister and Party Leader, I can report to you that it has been an excellent meeting so far, Prime Minister. Everyone has been on their best behavior. But Prime Minister, I can tell you, Daryl go on with one piece of sitting in here. But I didn't say much, you know, Prime Minister. But the people who are here, they are telling me that them kind of ready to hear somebody say, them a go call it. So Rocky was jumping up and Rocky Point was saying, third term we're ready. Third term we're ready. Third term we're ready. And we were hearing from Central Clarendon when the Prime Minister made his entrance, Councillor Tanya Lee Williams. Rocky Point, Portland Cottage, blessings and honor, my Prime Minister. Palmer's Cross, here's newborns. My people, we have the best Prime Minister in the Caribbean. We have a Prime Minister that knows physical discipline. We know we have a Prime Minister that just don't think about one night dinner. He is a man that thinks for the future. We have a minister that knows that we should drive a good road. I hear our Prime Minister say on Friday when he was in Mason River that you think then call me the builder for nothing. Because guess what? He's not just a builder for roads. He's the builder for housing solutions. He's the builder when it comes on to health industry. He's the builder when it comes on to education. He's the builder when it comes on to skill training. Our Prime Minister, remember what it was like to live in one room. And he always talks about it. Him say, listen, I don't want my people to go back down that road. So guess what? We have a Prime Minister that has been doing so well. And as I was saying earlier on, I have never seen in the history of my life so much young people doing business.
It is the JLP administration. Make poor people know so they now fi fight fi go up part because every household have more people working. It is this administration, led by the great Andrew Holness, that has paved the way and opened doors for many households. And I say to you, when the next election is called, make sure you go out and vote for Pernell Charles Jr. because a vote for Pernell is a vote for the Honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. God bless you.
Labor rights. The most honorable Prime Minister, and know every labor right from near and far. You're out in your thousands to see our party leader. We just want to acknowledge everyone the thousands of labor rights who have joined us online, because you want to find out what's happening in Southeast Clarendon. We have a champion in Southeast Clarendon. Southeast Clarendon will remain firmly in the column of the Jamaica Labour Party with the Honorable Pernell Charles Jr. as your Member of Parliament. One Pernell Jr., one champion, one stalwart, hard-working MP, passionate MP, strong MP, solid MP. At this time, labor rights, so while you ring the bell, Sanjay, get ready. As the host member of parliament will make his presentation and introduce our party leader, the Honorable Pernell Charles Jr.
Pernell Charles Jr. Hey, greatness are running in your blood. Greatness are running in your blood. Clarendon, greatness are running in your blood. Greatness are running in your blood. JLP, them can't sit down in the mud.
Hey, boy!
Greatness are running in your blood. Let's go. Holness, eagle and fly and no vision, you see. JLP, with the vision, you see. Lace up the moon for the mission, you see. If you come to me, ambition, you see. But we are all up on unity.
Is it now? We've had a good, I would say a great conference so far. And now we have the best Prime Minister among us. And I want to start off by acknowledging the newly minted doctor. Can we congratulate him on his doctorate, please? Yes? Give him a round of applause. Professional. And I want to say, how many prime ministers, while doing this kind of tough, challenging job, would say to themselves, I want to better myself so I can do better for my people. Only one PM, Andrew Holness. Only one Prime Minister. So, allow me very quickly to say welcome, thank you, good evening to all of the ministers, all of the councillors, all of the caretakers, all of the labor rights who are distinguished on our platform, and of course I have to single out my father. Big up to my father and my sister who are there as well. Now, my remarks are going to be very short because we are here to hear a message from our Prime Minister. But before he speaks, I want Jamaica to hear loud and clear. And I want anyone in Jamaica right now who is saying to themselves, what am I going to do when the election is called? Why should I pick up myself clothes, go to the polling station and vote. And let me tell you this. If you can vote and you don't decide to vote, it's like you have a car, you're in the driver's seat, your hand upon the steering wheel, and you decide, so you know what I'm going to wear. You don't want to take any control of where the car go. So if the car go over the cliff, I just saw it go for you. If you have a vote, you have to take control of what you do with your vote. You must take control of the steering wheel. And you must contribute to where the car that is called Jamaica is going. For almost 20 years, Jamaica was in a relationship with the People's National Party. Jamaica gave them chance after chance after chance after chance. And every single time that the Jamaica people said to the PNP, we're going to give you another chance, the PNP used them sweet mouth and tell them all of what they're going to buy for them, all of what they're going to do for them, and they did not get one iota done. The Jamaica Labour Party under Andrew Holness came in and said, hey Jamaica, I know you're in a long-standing relationship, but I love you. And no matter what it is, I want you to give me just a little chance to show you how a real man takes care of his wife. And when Jamaica got the opportunity to feel the care and the competence and capability of a real man taking care of it, now Jamaica is flourishing. Jamaica is saying to itself, other people want to look on me. Look on my Morant Bay Urban Center. Look how me look pretty. Look how my unemployment gone down. Look how poverty gone down. Look how murder gone down. Look how minimum wage gone up. Look how pension gone up. Everything getting better in Jamaica under Andrew Holness. But I want to tell you something. That boy PNP stand up to the corner and said to himself, but Ratty, look, Jamaica look good now, man. I want her back. I want her back. I never really want her when she never look good. But it was a user. But now look how she look pretty. I road them nice and the water pipe them are gone and road work are gone. Jamaica look good. I want her back. What should Jamaica tell that boy, PNP? Run him away! Run with the boy! You can't get me back! No more for you! You tried! Your time come and your time gone! No more for you! Jamaica is now being led by a man who has faith. A man who I can tell you, when he says he is going to do it, consider it done. I can tell you that when the Jamaica Labour Party in 2016 said to this country that we're going to give you 1.5, the PNP said it cannot be done. It's going to mash you up. Don't believe them. And when it coming in and it helped Jamaica, you know what the PNP said? We want more. You cannot trust a man who talk out of two sides of their mouth. Jamaica is moving in a direction that not even we could believe. Imagine this country went through one of the worst pandemic, the worst times. Other countries fall, and you have international people looking at Jamaica and saying, how did you do it? How did you, little Jamaica, go through a pandemic and come out stronger, better under Andrew Holness? So let me tell you how. That's how a real man takes care of his relationships. Andrew Holness said to Jamaica, don't panic. I have a plan. We have put aside some money for a rainy day. Unlike your man who you didn't have before, who go gamble off the money where you put aside, we have that money to take care of you. And Andrew Holness has been able to take that money and put that money into cash grants for the poorest Jamaicans. He has been able to take that money and rebuild Jamaica like he helped to rebuild Rocky Point after Hurricane Beryl. He has been able to take that money and increase the path allocation to the poorest Jamaicans to the highest amount that it has ever been in history of Jamaica. This is the kind of man that Jamaica wants to continue to put their trust in. So it gives me a lot of pleasure to not just welcome, but to tell Jamaica, as a cabinet minister, as a minister of labor and social security, I do not have to make up any reasons why I defend my prime minister. There's no politician before this man that has been able to provide the results to the country that he has provided. I want you to stop and I want you to think about where Jamaica was 10 years ago when you used to shiver and afraid when you hear that budget are read. When budget was reading, anybody who had a business had to be shivering because you're wondering what the tax is going to go on. Under Andrew Holness, there has been no new taxes for every single year of his leadership. Let me tell you, there's one thing that we have to do. We have the responsibility to protect him. Are you hearing me, Rocky Point? Are you hearing me, Palmer's Cross? Are you hearing me, Mineral Heights? Are you hearing me, Hayes? We have the responsibility to make sure that this Prime Minister doesn't go anywhere. We have more to do for Jamaica. Not only am I proud that I have served in this cabinet, but I am proud to be a Jamaican living in this time when I am able to see the transformation of a place like St. Thomas. Any of you who have gone to St. Thomas before would have seen barren land. Goodyear was forgotten. Nobody knew St. Thomas. Now you go to St. Thomas, it come like you're walking in California or Miami. These things have not happened by chance. These things have happened because of a deliberate decision and good, strong, sound management of a good, strong, sound leader. And that is why we at Rocky Point, we are grateful to call on the only Prime Minister that has had a nickname like Brocard. The only Prime Minister who can now claim that he is now in charge of a time called 1 p.m. The only Prime Minister who can tell you that he's not only young and strong, but he's visionary and intelligent. I want Rocky Point and all who are here to let Andrew Holness know how much we love him. Stand up as we invite to you. Selector, give me some music. As we invite to you, the one PM, our only Prime Minister. Hold on, Selector. I don't want you to take anything for granted. Because as much as we know that we want the Prime Minister to continue, there are others who are fighting for power. Before the Prime Minister stands up, I want to thank Peter Bunting. You heard me right? You heard me right. The Prime Minister is looking puzzled. But as a man of faith, I believe in prayer. And when Peter Bunting called out for divine intervention, God did answer. And that answer came in the form of the one Prime Minister who has been able to reduce crime, the one Prime Minister who has been able to increase minimum wage, the one Prime Minister who has moved the poverty rate down and unemployment down. Rocky Point, let us give thanks to the one Prime Minister, the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness.
Let me tell you. Please. I was watching the live stream of the event here, and you look beautiful. You look good. The energy in the room came across the screen. The speakers were all on point. The audience was engaged. The platform looked very disciplined. And that is who we are as a political party. We are high energy. We are inclusive. We bring everybody in. We have a message, and everybody in our party is respected. And what? No, everybody look good. And as I was driving in, I recall a few months ago visiting here just after Hurricane Beryl, and how the place was devastated. Quickly, help many people get back on their feet. I know that there are still some persons who are not yet complete in their assistance and recovery. And I have said to your minister, who is a minister that is leading that charge, that whatever the bureaucratic hurdles there are, you must get over those hurdles and make sure that everybody gets their recovery. And I know that my minister is going to make sure that everyone who qualified for a recovery grant will get their recovery grant. It is not a matter of money. It is just a matter of the process. And therefore, Minister, make the process work faster. But I am moved to commend you, the residents, the citizens here, because many of you did not wait on government. Many of you took matters into your own hands and fix your own roof, repair your own shop, fix your own boat, and you're gone back. You're gone back at sea, you set up back your shop. And that is the definition of a labor right. Labor rights don't sit down and wait on the government. Labor rights are naturally industrious, hard-working people. Labor rights are people who believe in independence. We will do things on our own. If something I give away, why not get it? But we're not going to wait on it if it not come. That's how we stay. What we want is a government to enable us to provide the infrastructure, the road, the water, the education. We will go find it on our own. What we want from the government is for those people who really can't help themselves. You call those the vulnerable and marginalized. Look out for them. And that is what your government has been doing. For all the times that I have come into Rocky Point and into Southeast, I've always been so very impressed with the people. You have a special energy. This is a special part of Jamaica. Yes. This is a really special community. When I went on the fishing village, many boats were destroyed. Many fishermen lost their stocks. No electricity. So your cold storage was out. But that did not daunt you. I met a lady there who had a whole heap of fish and shrimp and lobster. And she come up to me and said, Prime Minister, me have a whole heap of seafood. And I bring her onto my Instagram and my Facebook and we do a little post. And because of that, she was able to sell a whole heap of the food that she have that would have ordinarily spoiled. But she was very industrious. She never sit down and make it spoil. She see me and she said, Prime Minister, give me a bus now. And that is the nature of the people. When I toured the fishing beaches, nobody was saying, beg your money now, Prime Minister. Where they were telling me, help me to fix back my shack. Help me to get back my little deep freeze. Help me with my boat. Independent people just looking for not a handout, but a hand up. And as I toured this community during the recovery period, just after the hurricane, I got a chance to interact with you and to hear your challenges. One of the things that bothered me greatly was when we went into a community and we turned on the pipe and the young man said, Prime Minister, if you taste this water, the living sea water you taste. And then another youngster came to me and said, Prime Minister, we have a big tank and the pipe run, but when you turn it on, there is no water. So I know that water is a big issue here. As I spoke with your member of parliament about the issue, and we were discussing why is it that there is this problem with the water. Obviously, over many years, your mangroves have been destroyed, and therefore there is a high level of saline intrusion in the water table. And when that happens, your pipes get corroded and water seep in, seawater. But more than that, this area, by and large, was informally settled. So a lot of people here don't have title for their property. A lot of people are in communities that were not properly planned. And so as I think about the problem about water, I also have to think about the problem of how we properly plan your settlement, because the roads are not always properly scribed out, and because of that, sometimes you are in areas that are prone to flooding because the drainage was not properly put in from the start. So as you examine the problem of water, you have to deal with the problem of land settlement, and then you have to deal with the problem of drainage. But outside of that, and of course, your problem with the roads. When you take all of those together, Minister Baz, him don't tell you what he's going to do for your light situation. When you take all of that together, you realize that you can't just come to the people with a simple plan. You can't just come tell you, say, yeah man, when we win, you're going to get water, light, road. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So you know that the challenges that you face require a government who cares, and a government who understands, but a government who is effective, a government who can deliver, a government that has the track record, a government that has done it before and can do it again. You know that you need a government with something called wherewithal. I don't know if you ever heard that word before, but I want you to put that word in your mind now. Wherewithal. The ability, the capacity, the strength, the stamina to get things done. And as I speak to you, looking at an audience filled with young people, looking very hopeful, listening intently, an audience of middle-aged people, hard-working people who would have seen politicians come before and wondering, 41 years unite, boss, and wondering, what is next for me? I never take it for granted that because you all gather here wearing party colors, that you don't have the concerns of your daily life in the front of your mind when you come to these meetings. Even with your loyalty, you still wrestle with your concerns. My job is not to come and take advantage of your loyalty and leave your concerns. That is not my job. That is not my intention. My job, my role, my intention, the reason why I'm here, my passion, is to address your concerns, whether or not you are loyal to me or my political party. I am here to serve every Jamaican, regardless of whatever color they choose. So when I left here, having gone through, stopped and talked to people, listened very carefully, and I went back into Kingston. And I sat at my desk and I said, what it is that we need to do for the parish of Clarendon, but as I am here in Rocky Point, for the people of Southeast, and in particular, Rocky Point. And as I reflected on what we have done in St. Thomas, the parish that has been variously described, but in particular as the forgotten parish. And all you need to do is to look at what we have done. Now I want you to hold on to my hands a little bit and look into my eyes a little bit and just listen carefully. The Jamaica Labour Party has fixed the national economy. The national economy. Listen to me carefully now. We have reduced debt. We have brought inflation under control. We have put resilience, we have built resilience into the economy, meaning that if you get a storm, you recover in less than a year. Normally it takes you all 4 or 5 years to recover. We are running the economy so that we don't have to rely on taxes, more taxes from you. You don't have to worry about taxes. No new taxes. In fact, we are giving back people taxes. It is the first that any government has ever given back taxes under what is called the reverse tax credit. We have reduced unemployment. We have reduced the national debt. We have increased the reserves. And as you have said, my friend, we have cut absolute poverty in half, and we have increased the minimum wage. All of these are incontrovertible, irrefutable, uncontestable facts. On that space, no one can challenge us. And even some have chosen to ignore it. But that's their choice. Hold on. Now, in the next phase of our government, what we are going to focus on now is to create what I am going to call your local economy. In the same way we fix the national economy, we are going to fix your local economy so that you can live, work, do your business, raise your family, and experience your own prosperity right here in your community. That is what we're going to do. That is what is called bringing the prosperity of the economy closer to you. What does that entail? From the dividends, meaning from the proceeds that we get from the big economy, the national economy, we will divide that up fairly across the country, as we did for St. Thomas. And what we did for St. Thomas, we looked at a couple things. One, St. Thomas needed a proper highway to connect it to the rest of Jamaica, quickly and efficiently. So we built that highway. Normally, it would take you over an hour, sometimes 2-3 hours, to get from one point in St. Thomas to Kingston. Now, I get there sometimes in 45 minutes or less. Fast. Once you start to increase in and out traffic, then you're going to get more business. Because it becomes an option for people to say, you know what, instead of me living in a town where it's cramped, let me go find a little piece of land in St. Thomas and build and live there. So you're going to see an economy emerge in St. Thomas as people got to live there, people got to work there, people got to raise their families there, people got to do business. You're going to see tourism boom. You're going to see business process outsourcing boom. You're going to see agriculture boom. You're going to see mining boom. All kind of things going to happen there. And once that starts to grow, more people get employed, more people have income, and people can take care of themselves. We put in main trunk lines for internet, big water mains for water. We put in proper power lines coming in, and we're now going to start to fix the roads leading into the communities so that people can start to experience real prosperity. We are now going to do the same thing for this parish. And this parish has a larger economy already than the parish of St. Thomas. This parish has a large agricultural base. You have a large mining base. You have a large fishing base. And recently, you have the LNG terminal, which is somewhere off the coast, and you have the bauxite terminals up. So you have the makings of a strong economy already. What we must now do is, one, fix your roads, your critical roads. And we have started that kind of fair distribution through the Spark program, where we are allocating 10 roads approximately to every MP. But there is another allocation of the Spark program, which is now for strategic roads, main corridors that connect communities together. And so those we will announce shortly. That's the second phase of the Spark program. So many of the critical roadways that connect you, those roads are going to be repaired. We have announced a program this year of $10 billion for water. We have already started $150 million work in this constituency. Well, it's really central, but it will affect this constituency, for the Juno Crescent water pipe replacement, which will give thousands of people in the parish and in this constituency more reliable water supply. Remember, it was this government who started the process of putting in your pipes in and around this area. We're going to make further allocations to fix the problem that you're having with the saline intrusion. You don't have to worry about that. That is already in train. Secondly, you have an asset sitting down there called Vernon Field. Mike Henry, much respect to him, was a big advocate for Vernon Field. And we have the plans already. We put in place a team of consultants who studied it and gave us a plan. But when you look at the country's air assets, our airport assets, we decided that we are going to go first with the development of a new airport in Negril. And you would have heard Minister Vaz announce that. Because from a strategic perspective, it gets the tourists into that side of the island very quickly. So once that has started, then the next airport asset that we're going to develop, which we already have the plan for, is Vernon Field. Now, Vernon Field will create new employment opportunities for young people in this constituency and all the constituencies in Clarendon. One area that we are targeting, and it is a very lucrative industry. Obviously, it takes time to build out, but it is in the progress. It is called the aircraft maintenance and operations. Maintenance, repair, operations. And that is where all the airlines carry in their planes to get maintained and repaired. Right now, you have such operations in Honduras. You have them in other Latin American countries. But because Jamaica is so centrally located, we can have that kind of operation here. And you don't need to have a big one because the airline industry, the aircraft industry is so large. You just need to get 1 or 2 airlines sending 5 or 6 planes here to get them repaired and maintained, and you have a big industry. And I know that we have the technical expertise to do it. And I know we have the people who we can train to do it. So that is going to be a new industry that we're going to develop for your parish and specifically to help the people here. Already, because of the highway, there is great demand for housing in this parish. And I can tell you that there are at least 4 large housing developments that are in various stages of development in this parish. Housing for all sectors of the market, low income, middle income, and upper middle income. So we will have housing for everyone who is able to afford it. And for those who can't afford, we have our social housing program. And we have done an amazing job in this constituency, and in fact in all the constituencies have benefited from our new social housing program. So once we have put in place everything to create your local economy, to improve your agricultural development project, where we have irrigated several thousand acres of land that is going to take on former sugar lands and convert them into other crops, such as orchard crops and cash crops. That is going to create a new economy. So, my friends, my family here in Southeast Clarendon, you have a government that has a track record. We show you what we are able to do in St. Thomas. We show you what we have done in the economy. And now I am telling you the next phase, the next step, which is to bring that closer to you in your community. I want you for a moment to start to visualize, to look and see and feel how your community and your life is going to change when your kids have access to better jobs that pay better, when your road fix, when you have the convenience of water, when your clinic and hospitals have greater capacity, when you have better housing, and all of those will come as a result of this government creating a better and new economy for the people in this area. I say all of this because after the vuvuzelas and the shouts of shower, you still go back home and are confronted by your realities. But when you leave here, you must leave here with a sense of hope that things are changing and things will continue to change for better under the government that you have chosen to lead the people of Jamaica to the realization of their full potential and aspirations. That is my passion, my friends, and that is my mission. But I don't take it for granted. 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 10, a part of it says, brethren, what does it say? Brethren, make your calling and election I want to leave that message to every Labourite. Labourite, make your calling of the election sure. Don't take anything for granted. Crowds don't win election. Polls don't win election. Newspaper columns don't win election. What wins election is the vote in the box. And elections are all about a choice. Some people will make a choice irrationally. They wake up on the wrong side one morning, kiss them teeth, and make a wrong vote, and then them suffer for the rest of the time. Some people will make a choice based on a promise. A man come and tell them, say, I have a horse for you and that horse can fly. And you believe. You don't look at the track record to see if there was any horses that have flown before. And then there are some people who just don't know. And anything you tell them, them do. And it is those persons that we who are in the know, that we who see the vision, who have looked at the track record and the history, who are looking at the current experience, we must look at our brothers and sisters. My friend, you could have completed my speech and educate them. Because it makes no sense that we are in one boat together and one set of people do irrational things and turn over the boat with the people who are doing the right and rational thing. So this election is not only about Labourites going to vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. No. This election is about the voters doing the right things that will benefit them, but they must understand that what is in their benefit individually may not necessarily be what is in the benefit for the country nationally. And the only way that your benefit individually is going to be secured is when the benefit of the country nationally is secured. Because you can't develop part of Jamaica and leave half of Jamaica. PNP people must know that when the Jamaica Labour Party win, they win as well, because they will benefit equally from the prosperity and the dividends of the good management of the national and the local economy. PNP people must know that your party here, the Jamaica Labour Party, is not a party that discriminates. We are not a cult. We don't look at people by virtue of their color and exclude them. No, we are the national party of Jamaica. The Jamaica Labour Party is the national party. The Jamaica Labour Party forms the natural majority of people who think reasonably and rationally about the country. And therefore, my Labourites here in this lovely constituency of Southeast Clarendon, where you have Labourite here so and PNP here so, don't frown up your face at them. Embrace them. Engage them. Talk to them. You have a track record of a government that has performed very well that you can show them. And you have been given the mission and the mandate to bring to them. Bring them along on this journey to move Jamaica from poverty to prosperity. Labourites, choose Jamaica. Choose the Jamaica Labour Party. God bless you. I love you.
Labourites, what a message! What a message from a leader and a prime minister who stands on a record of excellence, a record of achievement, and a record of performance. MP Pernell Charles Jr., what a conference this has been. We thank everyone who made it here, all the constituencies, all the Labourites who journeyed to be here. And from Southeast St. Catherine, Rocky Point, from Southeast Clarendon, Rocky Point, we wish you safe journey home. Stay safe, Labourites. Be kind to each other. Love each other. And we continue to choose Jamaica. Party anthem.
Equal rights and justice is our everlasting song. Unity and progress will make our nation strong. Stand up for your rights when you hear the bell. Stand up for justice, hear the freedom bell. Remember Bustamante, he served you well. Stand up, Jamaicans, when you hear the bell.
JLP cares for Jamaica. Come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah. I'm calling everyone who loves Jamaica to stand and show our national pride. Out of many one people, still so much love. You see our government is doing what's right. We care for roads and community, rebuilding integrity. We care for your families. Come on and do your part. Vote for the best. Vote
creators. Looking for an edge over the competition?